welcome back to another episode of Giovanna's Interviews. Our guest today for the 7th episode of Giovanna's Interviews, he is the current PPW cruiserweight champion, the Kenny K. So I've met Kenny before, actually, at some PPW shows. So I'm very excited to sit down and talk with the champ himself, Kenny K. Well, Giovanna, Kenny, take it away. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Giovanna's Interviews. I'm your host, Giovanna. With me today, I got a very special guest joining me. He is a former 3-time Eastbay Pro champion. He is a former PPW Tag Team champion. He is a former Best of the West Coast champion. He is a former 3-time Hoodslam intergalactic tag team champion. He is a former Best of the West tag team champion. He is a former California Wrestling Association champion. He is a former Underground Wrestling Allowance tag team champion. He is also a 3-time PPW Cruiserweight champion. He is also currently your PPW Cruiserweight champion. Please welcome my guest. Please welcome Kenny K. Kenny, welcome. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you? Thanks for
I'm
having
good.
me.
Thank you so much for coming on and joining me today.
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. You're the very first indies wrestler I've had on my interview channel.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So that's awesome. Well, Kenny, of course, I know who you are, but the people don't know who you are. Could you please introduce yourself and talk a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm Kenny K. I'm a professional wrestler. I'm originally from Nuremberg, Germany, and I immigrated here when I was very young, and then started wrestling at about 16, and I've been doing it for about 20 years now.
Awesome. So, Kenny, I like to start off every interview asking this question. So I want to know, how did you get into wrestling and how did you start becoming a wrestler?
I got into wrestling pretty early in elementary school, around fifth grade or so. I had a friend that was into wrestling, and then we kind of watched it, discussed it, maybe even messed around at recess, And then from there, it grew into wanting to do more. Then I transitioned into like backyard wrestling, like most people do. And then from there, that grew, and then I tried to look out and search out professional training. So I did some research around the area, and then I ended up finding a school. And so I started training there when I was about 16, and then from there I just kept going.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So today we're going to focus more on your Phoenix Pro Wrestling career. So you made your Phoenix Pro Wrestling debut on June 17th, 2016, where you were in a 6-person tag team match and you teamed up with Scoot Robinson and Rick Luxury to take on Will Roberts, Joe DeSol, and Jack Madison. So what was it like making your Phoenix Pro Wrestling debut, and what was it like teaming up with both of those people and taking on them?
I really enjoyed wrestling at PPW. I'm familiar with the venue and the people that have run it because I wrestled there a long time ago when I first started for a thing called Punk Slam, which
Oh,
is
okay.
which is what they did there at that place before it was PPW.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to count that as my debut because that was way longer ago.
Maybe,
Either
I don't know.
either way, your memory is better than mine on.
I got a good memory, trust me.
So that's perfect because I won't remember anything, and I'll just reference to you then.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed wrestling at PPW and tagging with those folks. Rick is one of my trainers, so it
Okay.
was an easy partnership.
Nice. Pretty cool. Then you made your actual singles debut against D Torch, aka Daniel Torch. So
Yes.
what was it like also making your singles debut in PPW, but also still with Rick Luxury?
I prefer singles matches myself, so
Yeah.
I don't mind doing tag matches. I do like tagging with people, and I do uh, find it to be a rewarding experience. But I singles matches is kind of where I feel like I thrive. So
Mhm.
I think that was a moment for me to prove myself and to probably prove to a lot of people that me and Torch can really go.
Yeah. So you did win the tag team championships, the PPW tag team championships. And was that with Rick Luxury? And when did you guys win the belts? Because
It wasn't necessarily me. It was
okay,
Rick was in a partner. He was in a different tag team,
okay,
and I kind of joined up. So we
yeah,
kind of did a freebird rule on it.
hmm
So basically meaning that they won the tag team titles, but I
okay,
was also part of the team, so I could
yeah,
defend it. So that's kind of how I snuck my way into being a tag team champion there.
Okay, because I was trying to do research on that on YouTube like a couple days ago. I was trying to do research on that, but I couldn't really find the match on YouTube.
Sure. Okay.
So I didn't know if you if I didn't know like what
Yeah,
happened.
the initial tag team win was me just being a part of a team that
Yeah,
had tag team belts. So I got
being
lucky
part
the
of King's
first time.
Electricity, basically being part of King's Electricity.
Yeah, it was back when I wasn't so savory.
Oh, okay, cool.
Less
Um,
smiling.
yeah. And then you were also part of the War in the Cage match against Team Pride of PPW, which you guys did it at PPW's fifth anniversary show.
Yep.
Um, and you took on the Team Pride of PPW. So what was it like teaming up with everyone from your team? And what was it like getting to do the War in the Cage match? And was the War in the Cage match a lot like a War Games from WWE or not really like War Games in WWE?
It's different in the sense that I think you have two rings usually for the war games, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
so it's a lot smaller, and on top of that, a WWE ring, for instance, is usually 20 by 20,
Right.
whereas yeah, the PPW ring is a little smaller than that. So it tends to get
Okay.
a little it gets a little crowded, right?
Yeah.
So, but that, funny enough, PPW is the first place that I've had a cage match in, and the
Yeah.
only place I've had a cage match in, and twice.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was a really fun match. Again, I like singles matches,
Yeah.
so definitely something that I would have preferred, but I
Mhm.
like the idea of having the opportunity to interact with all those people in the cage match. So
Yeah.
it was a really fun thing to do. I got to try some things that I never got to do before,
Hmm.
and wrestle some people that I generally don't get to wrestle too often in a match that I never get to wrestle in. So
Wow.
yeah, it was a blast for me,
Yeah.
regardless of the pain that may have happened afterwards.
Yeah, the match was actually really cool. I saw the match on YouTube and I thought that match was really cool because it was really cool with, with Pride of PPW, you had all those amazing wrestlers. And then, of course, you in that match. Cal Jack, who's also one of my favorites, was in that
Yeah,
match too. And you were in it too. And I was like, well, who's going to win this match? Because, both teams are good. But some of the wrestlers I kind of know, like, because
sure.
I've seen some of them at PPW and then some I haven't seen yet. So, like, the ones that I didn't know, I was like, oh, yeah, I don't really know those people. But still was a really good match.
Good. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, now let's talk about your Cruiserweight Championship
Okay.
time as champion. So your first time when you weren't, well, when you didn't win the Cruiserweight Championship, you had your very first match for the championship against Daniel Torch, which Daniel Torch was champion at the time.
Mhm.
So what was it like getting to face Daniel Torch for the title for the first time when he was champion?
I think me and Torch have at till that point we've had a lot of matches, so our rivalry goes back
Yeah.
pretty far.
Yeah.
So the main goal was to have something exciting and also that's different than what we're used to. Because a lot of
Yeah.
times when you wrestle each other, get very used to how each other work and
Mhm.
what happens or reversals or how to get out of things, and it becomes a
Right.
little too predictable. So you want to make sure that you stay adaptable and you can get around stuff. So it was really cool to face Torch for the cruiserweight title because uh, I know his move sets, so
Yeah.
it was fun to try to work around all of that.
Yeah.
And I think that Torch was a solid cruiserweight champion. So getting it from
Mhm.
him
Yeah.
was something that is a notch in my belt. So it
Mhm.
makes me look better.
Yeah, and then the first time you went up against him, you lost.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you can't
Um,
win them all, right? And you got to learn and move
true,
on.
true, true. Yeah. And then Midas actually faced him after that, and he lost as well.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you lose and then you go on to bigger, better things. So who
Right.
knows?
Yeah.
Right?
And then at PPW's eighth anniversary show, Daniel would defend his title in a fatal four-way match, which it was you, Daniel Torch, Midas Creed, and Joni Robbie. So what was it like getting to face all four of those people?
Well, the nice thing for me is I didn't hold the belts, so I didn't have to worry about three other people beating me
Yep.
for the belts, right?
Right.
So that's one thing. So there's a little less stress on my end versus what Torch may have felt.
Yep.
But it was very cool to mix it up with such a variety of people
Right.
and different styles.
Hmm.
So, and anytime I get a chance to do that, it always helps me improve and kind of, adapt and work through everything else.
Yeah. And that was another really good match. And you won the title for the first time.
See,
Yeah.
that's where
Pretty
Torch got
cool.
unlucky, right? I got lucky because
Yep.
I was I had a higher opportunity of winning than he had.
Yep. And you just won the title.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately and fortunately.
And then after that, in January 2023, you were in the Kyle Cup. And you and Midas were the final two competitors. So if you actually did win the Kyle Cup, who were you originally going to challenge?
If I would have done, so my goal is to see if I can just hold on to every single belt simultaneously.
Oh wow.
So that would be nice. Tag team's a little harder in that sense, but
Yeah.
it would be cool to hold the cruiserweight title and the world title at the same. So I probably would have just gone for the PPW championship.
Oh my gosh. Then it probably would have been you against Jack in a winner take all match.
Most likely, yes.
And then probably I don't know who would win.
Who
Because I
would
mean
have won?
I love both. I mean you're one of my favorites and Jack's also one of my favorites, but it would have been crazy if we saw the winner take all match.
Yeah, yeah. I would have liked to say that I would have won.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but yeah. But eventually Midas won and
Yep.
Midas said, since I am now the Cal Cup winner, I will challenge you for the Cruiserweight Championship. So what was your reaction when Midas challenged you at that show in January?
I wasn't surprised because there's there's an attraction to this belt that some people have that maybe others don't, right?
Right.
So I really enjoy having the cruiserweight title. I think it's something that I try to make better.
Mhm.
I try to improve the standing of it. I try to make the feel of the cruiserweight title a big feel. So like that when people know that the title is on the line, that really it's going to be a good match. It's going to be competitive and it's going to be hard hitting. So
Right.
I wasn't surprised that he chose me.
Mhm.
I was happy to oblige.
Yeah. It still would have been cool to see you against Jack in a winner take all match though.
Sure, sure, yeah. A
Yeah.
little, I feel like a little bit more of a different strategy
Oh yeah.
for me, but yeah, I
You
agree.
would have to come up with a good strategy
Yeah,
for that. Okay, and then after that in March, you would have your first title defense. You defended your title against Midas Creed, and you lost your title. So how did
yeah.
you feel losing the title after that?
Um, it's never a great feeling.
No, it's not.
But it's humbling, right?
Mhm.
So you try to take it with stride
Yeah.
and live and learn and move on, and hopefully you can regain the championship, right? So
Right.
um, it's not a good feeling, but at the same time, you've got to kind of be a little bit introspective. Maybe it's your body giving out on you
Mhm.
versus, you trying your best and you lost. It could be a lot
Right.
of things, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
when you get put into a championship position,
Mhm.
you tend to fight people or wrestle people that are of high caliber, right?
Mhm.
So you tend to go through the ringer a little bit more than I feel like you would if you were just on standard roster going here and there.
Yeah.
You'll get some heavy hitters here and there, but once in a while you'll
Mhm.
get a break.
Nice.
As a champion, you generally don't get a break.
Right. And then after that, after the match ended, you grabbed the mic and you said, "You know what, Midas? How about this? We have a rematch at the May show, but this time in a ladder match." Was it originally your idea to do the ladder match, or was it PPW's idea?
That's always my idea.
It was like, let's go it over again, ladder
Uh,
match.
a lot of times it's my idea at the at the behest of a lot of people. People don't necessarily want me to do that.
Oh,
But what are you gonna do, right?
what are you
So,
gonna do about it?
if I won it fair and square, he won it fair and square. We've got to up the ante somehow, right?
Mhm.
Rather than pinning each other, you got to grab it from the top.
Oh yeah.
So, um, I feel as though that's the ladder match is one of my specialties as far as how I feel about it, and it's
Yeah.
something that I really enjoy.
Yep.
Well, besides getting thrown into ladders, but
Yeah. Even more than
but
that.
but
Okay.
so I thought that maybe it would be a good way to test Midas to see if he can step up and actually be the champion that he says he is.
All right. And then in May, on May 19th, 2023, Midas would defend his title against you in the ladder match, which that was my first PPW show.
Wow.
Um, yeah. So what was it like getting to do the ladder match? And was that your first ladder match in PPW?
PPW was my first ladder match.
Awesome. Yeah. So what was it like getting to face Midas in the ladder match?
It was really cool because I really respect Midas as a professional wrestler. So
Yeah.
being able to wrestle him in that ladder match was awesome. I mean, it was great. Again, minus the pain of being thrown on top of ladder. It's never
Yes.
great, but it definitely ups the ante. It makes the championship feel a little bit more volatile and at stake, right?
Right.
So um, I I mean, I was happy. It's considering I
Yeah.
lost, right?
Yeah, the match was probably one of the best matches. That was probably like an awesome match that I got to see for the first time live in person. And the ending was absolutely spectacular. Like Midas was like right here on the ladder, and then like you were like right there, and then you went boom,
Yeah,
and then
that
you
was
climbed up the
classic.
ladder, you grabbed the title, and then you fell off the ladder,
Yeah.
and you fell off the ladder at the same time, but you were the champ.
That's a great first show. I mean,
Yeah, it was actually absolutely awesome.
and I was really proud of that match and happy with it. And it's
Mhm.
definitely one that I think about a lot. So
Yeah,
I'm glad you were there to see it,
thank
especially
you.
as the first show.
Yeah, it
Great.
was awesome meeting you for the first time at that show. It was absolutely awesome. I still have the photo with you and me from May. I still have
Oh,
it with me.
cool.
I still have it in my camera roll. I always keep the photos. Like, trust me, I always keep the photos of whoever I meet. Yeah. So then after that, the July PPW show came, but you were not there. You weren't defending your title. Instead, it was a number one contenders gauntlet match to determine the next wrestler for the gauntlet for your cruiserweight championship match. And Daniel Torch would eventually win that gauntlet match. Did you watch it? Or no? Did you see it on YouTube? Did you see photos of it? Or
I did see it afterwards. Yeah.
oh, you did on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So how'd you feel that Daniel Torch won the gauntlet match?
Typical, right?
Typical. That's a good way to say it. Typical.
Figures.
Um,
Daniel Torch coming for it again. You know what I
oh
mean?
gosh, yeah.
So yeah, I've got Midas on one heel and Torch on the other heel.
World War II.
Yeah.
And then I do want to talk about the September 2023 show. So were you originally going to defend your title against my Daniel Torch? Was it originally going to happen?
I think so. Was that what show was that?
That was the September 2023 show, but the show got canceled.
Oh yes.
That show got canceled.
I think I was going to defend it against Torch. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But then the show got canceled. So how
Yes.
did you feel when the show got canceled?
That's never great when a show gets canceled,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
never great when you miss a show either.
I know.
You generally want to, I try to make every booking that I say I'm going to make,
Right.
but things happen and you can't always account for them. So,
Right. Yeah,
um,
I was getting ready for martial arts. I was getting ready to go, and then I see a notification from PPW on my phone because I always say notified for PPW posts. And I saw a PPW background and I'm thinking, "Oh, maybe they've already posted the match cards. I don't know what's up." So I opened it and they said, "Unfortunately, we're canceling the show." And I
yeah.
was like, "Man, that sucks." I was like, "This was an early birthday gift for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Early
it's a real bummer when
birthday."
they cancel them. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
it was sad. So then you and Daniel had your rematch at the ninth anniversary show. So how was that facing Daniel at the ninth anniversary show and retaining your title with your first title defense?
Um, it was validating, right? So
Right.
it was nice to be able to beat Torch again, right?
Mhm.
And put a stake in that and kind of solidify the Cruiserweight Championship. So
Yep.
I'm happy.
And that was my second PPW show and my first PPW anniversary show.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, it was a good match. Like, I think you and Daniel are probably like good rivalries together.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when he turns into a jerk, he's a real jerk. So
Okay. All right. Then after that, 2023 was over. It was the new year. It was 2024. Then you came back in January and you defended your title against Eli Everfly. So, what
yeah.
was it like getting to face Eli in PPW?
Uh, that was awesome. I think that was only my second time ever wrestling Eli.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was really cool to be able to bring kind of our different styles to a different area.
Yeah.
So like I said, it's always amazing to wrestle different styles and
Mhm.
different people because it helps you kind of develop, right? So
Right.
And Eli is crazy. So
Yeah, his entrance is pretty cool actually. I saw his entrance and when he takes off the mask and then the green mist comes out.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, I remember because you know the always that action zone right near the ring, like the middle of the ring. Like
yeah.
I remember when he did it, I everyone was like ducking. I had to duck even because I didn't want to get missed on myself.
Who
You know?
does? Right.
Yeah.
Especially from a fly. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And also then like during the match, I thought what was gonna happen was like I generally thought like one of the ref was gonna go down and then I thought you weren't gonna look and then Eli was gonna spit mist in your face and then Eli was gonna win the title. But I know like a lot of Japan wrestlers also do use the green
Yeah.
to help win.
Yeah, he probably had the opportunity or may have had the opportunity and he just didn't use it or I thank you for not using it on me.
Yeah, thank you. Or getting your sunglasses like
That's why I wear them. Gotta have eye protection.
yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. And then you had your third title defense at the March PPW show against Kyoto Hiro.
Yep.
So what was it like getting to face Kyoto also in PPW?
Again, kind of from the same area, really cool, different style, a little bit more martial art based. So
Yeah.
something that mixes well with me as well.
Uh-huh.
Really fun match. I haven't had the opportunity to wrestle him again since, and I
Oh
definitely would
wow.
like to. Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah. But then things took a change in that match. Daniel Torch came out
Yeah.
and became the special guest referee. So
Yeah.
how'd you feel?
At first, I didn't really know how to feel.
I saw
Um,
the video on your Instagram and I'm like, well, what's Daniel Torch doing out here? Why is he the referee?
yeah, so he just started interjecting himself. I guess he was really not happy with the attention and the fact that I'm the champion, I guess.
Right, you know, yeah. All right. And then you had your next match against Aguabo Loop at the May PPW show. So what was it like getting to face Aguabo?
Really cool. Same thing, like different people are always fun to wrestle.
Right.
I think for that one, it's a little bit easier when people are a little lighter for me, so I can throw them
Right.
around versus them throwing me around, or me having to throw myself around to hurt
Oh,
them. So
yep.
yeah.
But then Daniel Torch got involved and it was a disqualification.
Yep. Yep.
And so how did you feel like was it a how did you feel that it was a DQ? Were you like not happy about it? Were you upset?
I was more upset about Torch,
Oh yeah.
doing his thing. How'd you feel about it?
I was at the show that night. I literally was shocked. And I'm looking at everybody. I'm looking at some of the fans and I was like, did he lose the title? Did he lose it? And then they're like, well, winner via disqualification and still cruiserweight champion. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, yeah. But then it gets worse, right?
Oh yeah. And then the July PPW show, you were supposed to defend your title against Daniel Torch, but the match didn't happen.
Yeah.
Because I think you had COVID?
I think I got COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had COVID.
Can't really wrestle that way, or shouldn't.
Yeah. So, I think if I'm right or wrong, didn't Andrew Cass replace you for that match, or was it someone
I
else?
think so. I believe it was Andrew Cass that
Yeah, I
replaced me.
think Andrew Cass replaced you. So, did you watch the match and were you happy that Andrew Cass replaced you, or I
I
don't
didn't get
know?
to see that one. I'll have to go back and watch that
Oh
one.
yeah, I don't know if that match is posted on YouTube. I don't think it is.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
probably
don't
why.
think it is on YouTube. I mean, I'm a subscriber to Phoenix Pro Wrestling, so
Same.
hey, we're both subscribers. Yeah, I don't know if I don't think the match got posted. I don't. Yeah. So then you returned and you defended your title against Daniel Torch in a ladder match on September 20th, which as of this day we are recording this interview on September
Yeah.
21st. Would have been yesterday that one.
Yeah. I feel a lot better today than I did the day after that one.
Oh God, yeah. So you defended your title against Daniel Torch in a ladder match. So how'd you feel defending your title against him in a ladder match?
I think I went in a little too confident,
Mhm.
and that might have been my fault.
Oh
But I thought I did pretty well, but again, Torch has
Oh
tricks up his
God, yep.
sleeve. So, and I didn't know to which lengths he would go in order to do what he wanted to do. So, I just tried to go in it thinking it was, no DQ, obviously, in a ladder match.
Yep.
So I was prepared for a lot of things, but not necessarily for what
Nope.
we were doing.
Nope. Because Daniel George had tricks up his sleeve and had the Five Faces of Darkness to help him win back that title.
Yeah.
So how'd you feel when the Five Faces of Darkness came out and helped him win?
So unfortunately, the problem with ladder matches is there is no DQ.
Right?
So a win like that is quote unquote legitimate, which
Awesome.
I wouldn't necessarily think that it would be, but hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? You got to take the good with the bad.
Right.
So didn't particularly like getting thrown off a ladder and through a table.
Must have been painful.
Was not my favorite.
Yeah.
Um, and at that point, I pretty much just had enough time to sit there in the corner and stew and get real angry about it. So yeah, that's kind of where that went.
Yeah,
That's what I
if
felt.
I was there at that match, I wasn't there actually. I wasn't there for that show because I was in Sacramento at going to Friday Night SmackDown for
Oh,
WWE.
cool.
Because I got that gift from one of my siblings from my graduation because I graduated in 2024 from high school. And I was like
Congratulations.
I remember seeing it. I was like, I got PPW that night. And then one of my family members was like, I think she's gonna have a good time at SmackDown. So I'm like, okay, I'll skip this one show and I'll go back in November. So saw SmackDown. It was really cool. But then I didn't know who won the match. So I was asking like a lot of people on social, like, oh, did Kenny retain his title? And until it wasn't until the photos came out when I saw and you lost.
Okay.
I was like, are you kidding me? Because I saw the Five Faces of Darkness. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. How
Yeah.
did this happen?
That's exactly how I was feeling in the corner while I was half awake and
Half
tape on top
awake.
of me.
Half awake. Wow. Yeah. But whenever I think of that, the Five Faces of Darkness, like that tag team name, it always makes me think of the Quintessons from Transformers.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool though. So then you then the September show, oh wait, we already talked about that. Oh gosh. Then in November you would then November you would Daniel Torch would defend his title against you, but this time in a steel cage match.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Well, now
big steel
can't
cage,
get
the
help
10th
that
anniversary
way.
show. In the 10th anniversary show, the big steel cage match. So what was it like getting to face Daniel this time in a cage match?
Well, I mean, that was the culmination of my anger.
Yeah.
That one was requested by me to
Awesome.
PPW in order to keep out the people that would have,
The Five Faces of
interfered and
Darkness.
tried to interfere
Oh yeah.
when the cage happened. So during the ladder match when they interfered, I was under the impression that if it was just me and Torch, I would have won that match,
Hmm.
and if they wouldn't have gotten in there, that would have been fair and square.
Yep.
So I wanted a ladder match in order, or I mean a cage match in order to keep those guys out.
Oh yeah.
So I had some experience in a cage match,
Mhm.
so I was happy with that, and I wanted to kind of make him feel,
Yeah.
feel the consequences of his actions, really.
Oh yeah. Because going back to that War in the Cage match and the Five Faces of Darkness came out, but they messed up big
Yeah,
time. Because then the ending match, you went up all the way up on that cage and boom on the table, the one, two, three, and you would become a three-time champion. And Daniel Torch would get his heart broken. Big.
good, good. He deserves it.
Yes, he does, big time. Karma.
After all that, he smacked my face into the stage.
You smashed him through a table.
Yeah, that's what he gets. Yep.
Karma. And you're the only person to be a three-time champion, so that's pretty cool.
Yep, I'm trying to make records, right?
So how do you feel that you're the only like person to be a three-time champion in PPW, being the three-time cruiserweight champion?
Well, I mean, winning three times means I also lost it. So,
That's a
so
good
it's
response.
it's humbling and it's validating.
Yeah, because you and Daniel, well, Daniel's a former two-time cruiserweight champion, and you're the only one who's won three times, and Midas is the only one who's only won one time.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So I
that's
mean,
pretty cool.
if Torch comes out of nowhere and tries to bring his crew and steal it again, maybe
Oh,
we'll
be
do
ready.
something.
Then maybe I'll get involved. No, I'm just kidding. I won't. All right. All right, Kenny. That was so much fun talking about PPW, but I do have some questions that I typed up all on my own.
Sure. Okay.
Favorite PPW match?
Favorite PPW match in general or my own?
General.
In general. Ooh. Well, I don't get to see all of them. So I'll take, what can I? I'm just gonna take the ladder match with Midas Creed.
Okay, cool. Scariest match you've been in?
Scariest? I feel like that's the same answer.
Oh, wow. Favorite fan memories in PPW?
Fan memories. There was a time back in the Punk Slam days, which isn't necessarily PPW, so maybe I
Okay.
should fast forward. Um, Favorite fan memories are generally either I like seeing people that are dressed up as me. That's really
Oh
cool.
yeah.
That's really neat to see. It's not something that I would have ever expected as a,
Oh,
starting out.
yeah.
Honestly, anytime people buy the merch and wear it and to
Hey,
the
I am
show,
wearing
yeah,
I am wearing the
representing,
merch today.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah, that's always a highlight and a big moment for me.
Awesome. Yeah. I do actually have a favorite fan memory being a fan of PPW.
Oh yeah.
Um, this was last year at PPW's 10th anniversary show, and Midas got attacked by Money, Power, and Respect.
Hmm.
And after that, all the people on the stage, they were about to pick Sanders' opponent. Well, Jim Angus came up to me and said, "Hey, would you be willing to pick Sanders' opponent?" Because he knew how big of a PPW fan I was.
Yeah,
So I got to pick Sanders' opponent. So I would say that was probably like the best memory of being a fan of PPW for
that's
me.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, which I did not expect that to happen. Like I was just sitting there watching everything. I just stood up and Jim was like, "Hey, I think we got a good person to pick." So he's like, "Hey, this is Giovanna, everyone. She's a huge PPW fan. She does full PPW match predictions online, and we're gonna have her pick." So yeah,
Yeah,
I honestly did not expect it to happen.
it's a really great and fun, unique things about independent pro wrestling shows is the involvement of the people watching is higher than if you went to like a WWE show or something like that.
Yeah. What was your PPW match debut?
What was my PPW match debut?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I know that.
I don't know either.
I think it was probably a tag match or something like that with
Yeah, okay.
the Kings of Luxury.
Yeah. Cool. Are you a Transformers fan?
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't call myself like I don't know a lot, but
Okay.
yes, I'm a Transformers fan.
Nice. I love Transformers too. Who's your dream opponent?
Oh, I guess it would be AJ Styles.
Ooh, AJ Styles is a good wrestler. Um, who's your current favorite WWE superstar?
Um, Current,
Yeah, currently.
probably AJ Styles still.
AJ's a good one. I like Drew McIntyre. Drew's my favorite.
I like the so I grew up watching AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Ricochet,
Ooh,
all
Ricochet's
these
another good one.
yeah, all these people on the independents. So when they went to WWE, um, I didn't see as much. I just kind of,
Okay.
so yeah, I think AJ's probably at my top list for wrestlers in WWE that I'm.
Yeah.
But I was a big Stone Cold Steve Austin
Oh,
fan, and
heck yeah. Stone
like
Cold Steve Austin was awesome. Yeah. What's the worst wrestling bump you took?
worst wrestling bump I've ever took. That was in Modesto.
Hmm.
It was like a multi-man wrestling match, and I went to do a dive through the middle rope.
Yeah.
But I went to dive and curl, so I like kind of turned into a ball and hit him.
Oh,
But everybody moved,
oh. Okay,
so I hit the
that's hard.
floor. So I ran out of the rings, dove through, flipped, landed on my back, and then slid on the basketball floor. That's probably the worst one. Gave me sciatica and back pain for a while, or
Oh my
probably
God, that
two.
must have hurt.
It did a lot. Yeah, that was in a match with Brian Cage, Mike Hayashi, and Virgil, and a few other people.
Jeez. Probably wrestlers I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you know Brian Cage, right?
Isn't he? Didn't Brian Cage wrestle with AEW?
Yeah, yeah, and I think he
Yeah,
wrestled.
yeah, I know Brian Cage then. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I know Brian Cage. Cool. Dream PPW opponent.
Dream PPW opponent. Hmm. What is your answer to that for
I don't
me?
know. Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah,
I would love to see maybe you against maybe I mean there's a lot. I mean maybe you and Caljack maybe, but I don't know if he wrestles with PPW anymore, honestly. Maybe you and
yeah.
Caljack, Maybe, oh God, I don't know. Maybe you and Andrew Cass, maybe?
Yeah, I think Andrew Cass would be a cool one. Although I haven't
Yeah.
seen him that much at PPW, so that's so does that count as
I
a
don't know. Yeah, so
so
I would just have to
I
say a
mean
few of those.
Andrew Cass would be a good one. I
Maybe.
think there's a couple repeats I'd like to do. You know,
Yeah.
Eli Everfly would be fun again.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Um,
Just not having him spit mist in your face.
yeah, definitely don't want that. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely don't want that.
Cool. Favorite Transformers Autobot?
Oh, I don't want to be too cliche,
Okay.
but I feel like I'm gonna say Bumblebee.
Bumblebee is one of my favorites too. I love Bumblebee. Oh my gosh. I'm such a fan of Bumblebee. But I would say mine, honestly. I mean, I do like Optimus, but I'm more a Hotshot fan. You probably wouldn't know who Hotshot is. He's probably like he was probably one of the Autobots in like the 2000s, so you probably wouldn't know who
Okay.
he is. Yeah,
Yeah, doesn't
Bumblebee's
doesn't ring a
good.
bell.
Love Bumblebee. Um, Favorite Transformers Decepticon.
Um, Favorite Decepticon. I don't know the names of all of them. That would be tough.
Oh,
But there was one. It was like it was with a wrecking ball,
oh.
and
Oh, I don't know that one. I don't know that
I
one.
can't throw the name on it. But like,
Oh, if you know it, just you can let me know. You can email me and let me know,
okay,
or DM me via Instagram if you
okay,
finally think of the name. Yeah, mine is Megatron. I like Megatron.
sure, yeah.
Yeah. Um, Favorite match you've been in at's PPW.
Favorite match I've been at.
Yes,
Okay.
you've been in. You've been
Oh,
in.
been it. Okay.
There you
Ooh,
go. Remember that.
favorite match. It's hard to not pick the ladder match. I really like, and I specifically mean the ladder match with Midas. I did like the match with Torch and the cage match.
Mhm.
It's funny because it's always a stipulation match or something like that. But
Yep.
I've done so many singles matches that I really enjoyed at PPW that it's
Yeah.
hard to really
Like a
choose one.
favorite.
I did some a long time ago with Steven Tresario. If you get a chance to look those up, those are really
Okay.
good to do.
All right. Yeah. I would probably say my favorite match that you've been in probably was the cage and the ladder match
Yeah.
with Midas and Daniel. Those were really cool. So yeah. This is a funny question, and I don't know if this will happen, and I do apologize to the world champion. I hope I'm not giving out a challenge, but will you ever win the PPW World Championship?
I mean, that's the plan at some point, hopefully.
Midas, if you're watching this, please do not blame me.
Yeah,
Please do
I mean,
not blame me, Midas.
if Midas can lose to me in a ladder match and then go win the world champion, why wouldn't I, as the cruiserweight champion, just be able to win the world championship? It
Yeah,
just seems like it makes sense to me.
yeah. If I get blamed by Midas, I'll take the dub for that. I'll take the win. I'll take the win for that. If you could face any WWE superstar, who would it be?
Whew, there's a lot I would want to face. Sami Zayn, AJ Styles. Oh man, there's a lot of cruiserweight. Cedric Alexander. Oh man, there's so I don't know. Samurai Del Sol, is he even still there?
I don't know, and I don't think I think Cedric's not in WWE anymore. Yeah, Cedric's
Yeah,
not there anymore.
that's my knowledge of current affairs. But yeah, I mean they were there at one point.
They were, well, yeah, Cedric was there. Oh, I don't know what year. Gosh, I've been watching WWE since fifth grade myself too, so I don't know.
Yeah,
But I think you and Sammy would be probably pretty cool because he's the US champion right now.
I love Sami Zayn. Yeah.
Yeah, he's another good one. Um, Favorite rock band?
Oh, rock band. I I like I like Rise Against. I don't know if you know who they are.
Nope, I don't even know who they are. Yeah, I just recently started listening to a new rock band called the Cybertronic Spree. They're a Transformers rock band from Toronto. Um,
Oh, okay.
I just recently started listening to their songs, and they're a really good rock band. They're probably like one of my favorites right now.
That's
I'm keeping my fingers crossed I can get the Cybertronic Spree on my interview channel because I know they're a really good rock band. So I'm hoping to get them on my channel. Fingers crossed.
awesome.
Yeah. What do you do before a match?
Like right before going out,
Yes.
um, drink lots of water, stretch, try to focus,
Hmm.
try to keep out the anxiety and jitters.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. Try to focus. Yeah, just try to be warmed up and hydrated, really.
Awesome. Yeah, good. Cool. Will you and Jack be a tag team one day?
I don't know. I mean, if the universe brings us together at some point, I don't see why that wouldn't be a possibility.
Yeah, then you could be a double champion. You and Cal can win the tag team titles, and you could be a double champion.
Yeah, and then I just got to go wrestle Midas, and I'm good.
Yeah, then you could beat Midas. Just
Triple
don't tell,
crown,
just don't tell Midas about
one
this.
on each shoulder, and then one around the waist. That's good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all in one
yeah, yeah.
space.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Just wait, probably like November, or if PPW returns one of these days, then I'm gonna probably see the match card, and then it's gonna be Midas against you for the PPW World Championship. And I'm gonna be like, is this my fault?
Yeah, they see. That's
Hey,
okay. That's okay.
then I'll be
It's
there
not
being
your
like,
fault. It's the reason it happened was because of you. You gave
"That's
me
me."
the opportunity.
Yeah, then I'll be like, it was my idea. Yeah. What was your first Star Wars merch?
Oh, first Star Wars match was probably a one of those lightsabers, the Darth Maul
Uh-huh.
extended lightsabers.
Oh wow, that's probably like the big lightsabers.
Yeah, it was a plastic one. It was the one that you
Oh,
swing out. It
nice.
wasn't, yeah, it wasn't a fancy one. They didn't exist when I got when I got
Oh,
first Star Wars merch.
yeah.
Disneyland didn't even own Star Wars when I first got Star Wars merch.
Nope. Well, now they own Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually just got a Lego Star Wars set like back in like I think like summer of this year. I got my first Star Wars merch and that was a Lego Star Wars set.
What'd you get?
I don't have it with me right now. It's in my room, but it's in my closet in my room though. But yeah, I don't remember which one it was, but yeah, but I do have one though.
I've got a bunch of the Death Star Lego set.
Oh man, those are like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Kenny, why? What do you like to do during your spare time?
Lego?
Hey, oh my
Uh,
gosh.
I work out, video games, do you know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. Go inline skating, try to stay active.
Nice. Yeah. I like to do a lot of stuff during my spare time too.
What do you like to do?
I was waiting for that question. I was waiting for that question too from you. Let's see. I like to draw. I love to draw. I just recently did a drawing like a few days ago here. I can show you a picture of what I drew. Hang on. Let me pull up the drawing because it was really cool. It was a really cool drawing that I did. Um, here's the drawing I did.
Oh, awesome. Yep, the Transformers.
Yep,
Yep,
the Cybertronics free logo. That's what I
that's
uh
cool.
drew recently. I love to color. I do a lot of coloring. Even though I'm not a good artist or a good drawer, but it's okay.
Yeah, you only get better by trying, right?
Right.
Do you do it on paper or do you do it on like a tablet or?
I do it on paper. I do it on paper. Like what I do is like I do it on paper and then what I do sometimes I pull up my computer and then like I'll find like an image and then I'll just like trace it. So that's what I usually do.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I like to do that. I still do martial arts, of course. Still doing
What
it.
what martial arts do you do?
Karate, taekwondo, and self-defense.
Oh, cool. Nice. Nice.
Currently right now a blue belt. So
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
I finally got my blue belt. I have one stripe right now, but I'm hoping to get more stripes soon and make it up to my black belt.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. I also like to write letters to voice actors and actresses. I like to do that. Recently, like a few months ago, after we had the Super Bowl, I wrote to all 32 NFL teams. I got some reply backs, but I'm still waiting for some more to get back to me. So yeah, and I like to do just like a lot of more other stuff. So yeah,
That's really cool. Yeah,
yeah, and also I like to build
you're
Lego.
very extroverted, it seems, and that's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, and I also like to build Lego as well. So yeah, I got a lot of Lego sets. If you had one tip for people who are starting to get into wrestling.
I have one tip. Um, hmm, what would the tip be? I guess it would be find good training and
Mhm.
don't settle necessarily for bad training.
Okay, that's good. That's a good tip. Well, everyone, this concludes today's interview with Kenny K. Kenny, where can they follow you on social media?
I am currently on Instagram and TikTok, I think. That's about it.
Yeah, TikTok. Yep. So Kenny, before we do go, do you have any wrestling events coming up?
Yes. Oh, let me pull out my calendar real quick. I
That's
do
a good
have
idea.
wrestling coming up. I have this month on Friday the or no, next month, Friday the 3rd. I
Hmm.
have Hoodslam. And then after that, I have Puppet Wars Dojo in October 18th. Then I have Underground Wrestling Alliance on the 19th. And I believe City Fights on Saturday the 25th in October.
Oh, wow.
And that's it for now.
Awesome. So if you guys are anywhere where those are, go get tickets and go. You can see Kenny K. Well, everyone, this concludes today's interview with Kenny K. Kenny, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Hopefully in November this year, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Hopefully November this year, we'll get to see each other again. And I'll get a picture with you again.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Yes. Well, everyone, this concludes today's interview. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you know when I post. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Thanks for watching this video from Giovanna's interviews. Please make sure you like the video, comment on the video, and make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications. Bye, everybody.